Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Right. Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to start discussing about fluid dynamics. As of now, we discussed about fluid statics as part of the properties of mechanical properties of fluids. Today we will start discussing about fluid dynamics. So let us keep the heading fluid dynamics. Are you able to see the screen? Fluid dynamics heading.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. In fluid dynamics, so up to now we have discussed about fluid statics in that fluid at rest. Fluid at rest. If a fluid at rest, the topic under fluid at rest is fluid statics. Now, fluid in motion. Fluid in motion. That means if the fluid starts moving from one point to another point, then fluid in motion. Then fluid in motion, then that is called flow of fluid. The fluid is in flow. You can say flow of fluid. Then if the fluid is in flow or fluid in motion, okay, then the properties of the fluid or the forces acting for that flow, we can call it as the fluid dynamics. Fluid dynamics. Okay, for that we need to understood whether the fluid flow is steady or non-steady. Okay, there are certain properties or streamline or non-streamline. We need to go. First, we need to understood a streamline flow. Streamline flow. Streamline flow. Okay. So, what is streamline flow? The flow of fluid is said to be streamline flow. The flow of fluid is said to be streamline flow. So, that fluid should be steady and orderly manner. It should flow orderly. That means one after the other. Okay, a fluid flow is said to be streamline flow, then it should be steady or orderly manner. It should pass. Okay, or orderly, or else we can say laminar also. Laminar flow. Then when it is possible, this streamline or steady orderly manner means if every particle, if every particle in the fluid, if every particle of the fluid flowing or following every particle of the fluid following exactly same path, exactly same path. Okay, so every particle of the fluid should flow along the same path. That is the first condition of the preceding particle. Every particle should have the same path of the preceding particle and same velocity, same path and same velocity, same velocity. Okay, with respect to the preceding particle. That means same path and same velocity with respect to preceding particle. With respect to preceding particle. Okay, this is very, very important. Then we can say it is a streamline flow. A fluid flow is said to be streamline flow means it should be steady and orderly manner it should flow. And definition we can say every particle of the fluid following exactly same path and same velocity with respect to the preceding particle. To understand this, I will draw one diagram clearly. there is a streamline flow I can draw roughly. Suppose this is a simple understanding. You can take like this. The path is like this. Okay, I can draw a diagram. You can see here. In that, let us put certain points. Let us say point A. Let us say point B. Let us say point C. Okay, the direction is like this. You can take the path of the flow. This is a streamline I have taken. Streamlines may be straight line or curve. Keep in mind. Okay. Now, point A, the velocity of the fluid flow is tangent to that point. The velocity direction will be like tangent to that point, like this. You can draw tangent to that point. I can draw the tangent, the arrow symbol from point A. Like this. At point B, you can draw arrow like this, tangent. This is arrow. Then at point C, the tangent to that point like this. Okay, you can see. So let us say velocity V1 at point A, V2 at point B, V3 at point C. Okay, so there is a fluid particle moving along the path ABC. Then its velocity at point A is V1, velocity at point B is V2, velocity at point C is V3. So how the direction is showing? Tangent to the path. Direction of velocity is tangent to the path. Tangent to the path. Are you clear this point? The velocity of the fluid particle in a streamline at any point, if you can see tangent to the path, it will show the direction of velocity. Gives the direction of velocity. Are you clear this? Tangent to the path will give the direction of velocity of a fluid particle at that particular point. Now, suppose if a new particle is coming along the same path, if a new fluid particle, let us say water molecule like that, new particle is coming along the same path, then if it is streamline means, the new particle should follow the, keep quiet and keep mute yourself, or Lakshmi Larana, right? So if a new particle is coming to the line along the streamline, if new particle come along a streamline, are you clear? Able to following?
Yes, sir.
Right. Then the new particle should have the same velocity if it is reached to point A. New particle also should have the same velocity V1 if it is reached to point B. And if it is reached to point A, same velocity. If it is reached to point B, then should be same velocity. If it reached to point C also should have the same velocity. So that is the meaning of streamline flow. Streamline flow means every particle of the fluid in the space exactly following along that line should have the same velocity when it is reached to that point. Suppose at a point A, particle 1 having 10 meter per second, then second particle also when it is reached to point A should have 10 meter per second only. But it doesn't mean V1 should be is equal to V2. This is wrong. V1 will not be equal to V2. But every particle when it reaches to that point, then each and every particle should have the same velocity, whether it is any point on the streamline flow, path of the streamline flow. Then that is called streamline flow of the fluid. Streamline flow of the fluid. That is the first interesting and important point. Then what is streamline? The streamline means the fixed path. Streamline means the fixed path. The fixed path followed by an orderly position of particles. Fixed path followed by a orderly position of particles. That means fluid particles in the steady flow. In the steady flow, the fixed path followed by a orderly procession of particles in the steady flow of liquid or fluid. In the steady flow of liquid or fluid is called streamline. Somewhat we need to understand very clearly. The fixed path followed by a orderly position of particles in the steady flow of liquid is called streamline. Okay, and that streamline may be curve. It may be curve or straight line. It may be curve or a straight line. Are you clear up to this? The fixed path by a orderly position of fluid particles in the steady flow of liquid is called streamline. Okay. So the streamline, it may be curve or it may be a straight line. The streamline, it may be a curve or a straight line. Okay, right. Now the group of streamlines, we can call it as a tube of flow. A group of streamlines called as tube of flow. Tube of flow. You may know about a tube. Yes or no? Tube. In real time, tube. Water is coming into the tube, you can say. So the tube means here it is coming. A group of streamlines called as tube of flow. Tube of flow. That means you can say streamlines like this, you can draw roughly. This is one streamline. This is another streamline. Okay, this is another streamline. So the set of all the streamlines together, we can call it as a tube of flow. Tube. Okay, because it is something like, can imagine water is coming into the tube like this, in this manner. This is like a opening point, this is ending point, you can imagine. Then it is imagine like a tube. Then how the water or any liquid is coming like this in this manner, na? That's why this is called tube of flow. Tube of flow. Are you clear this point? What is the meaning of tube of flow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Next, you can see in the tube of flow or in the streamline flow, the important characteristic property is that the velocity of the fluid particles is a tangent to the path. The velocity of the fluid particles, the velocity vector is tangent to the path. Tangent to the path at a given point. Whether it is a tubular flow or whether it is a streamline flow, the velocity will be tangent to the path. Okay. So this is about two important points we understood about streamline flow and a group of streamlines, tubular flow. Okay. And this straight lines, that means the curved lines, either straight line or curved line, will not intersect with the walls of the tube. These lines will not intersect with the walls of the tube. Keep in mind. That means within the tube only it will flow. It will flow. Next we'll see properties of streamline or tubular flow. Properties. Properties of streamline flow. Properties of streamline flow or tubular flow. You can see point wise. Point number 1. So already I said the tangent at any point of the streamline gives the first property. The tangent The tangent at any point. What it will give? I said already, the tangent at any point of streamline.
Velocity, sir.
Velocity, very good. The tangent at any point of streamline will give velocity of the fluid particle. This is the first property. Will give velocity. Okay, velocity of the fluid particle at that point. Second property, two streamlines cannot intersect. Two streamlines cannot intersect. Anybody can say the answer why it is? Two streamlines cannot intersect each other. Anybody can say the answer why it is? Two streamlines cannot intersect each other? Because at the point of intersection, at the point of intersection, at the single point, it will show the two directions. The fluid shows the two directions of velocity. Two directions of velocity. So at a single point, two directions, it is showing two directions of velocity, which is impossible. Which is impossible in a real time. That means suppose you have a streamline like this. Suppose intersecting, you have another streamline like this. Then in that case, this is one tangent and this is one tangent. That means at the given point of path of fluid, it is showing two directions, direction 1, direction 2. That means which is impossible in real time scenario, in the real time case. Are you clear this?
Yes.
That's why two streamlines cannot intersect. This is very, very important property, second property. Then third property, if streamlines are closer, if the streamlines are closer each other, that means a denser or closer. Streamlines are closer or denser. What does it mean? Streamlines are closer. Implies the fluid velocity is high. Fluid velocity higher. Fluid velocity high. Higher. Suppose if the streamlines are farther apart, opposite, what you can say fluid velocity? If streamlines are farther, then the fluid velocity will be lower. This is about next important property related to streamlines. Okay, streamlines are closer, fluid velocity will be higher at that point, and the streamlines are farther, that means separated by large distance, then fluid velocity lower at that point. Okay, next fourth point. Streamlines may be curved or straight line. Streamlines are curved or straight line. Curved paths. Streamlines are curved path or straight line path. Okay, this is about the next important point, either curved or straight line. If it is curved, we know already. The velocity direction will be tangent to that point. The velocity direction will be tangent to that point. Okay. Next point. This is about important properties related to the streamline. I repeat once again, a tangent to at any point will give the streamline direction of velocity, and the streamlines cannot intersect because at any point will not give the two directions of velocity. Next third point, streamlines are closer, fluid velocity will be higher. farther, fluid velocity will be lower, and streamlines may be curved or straight lines. Okay. Next point, fifth point. Streamline flow is not necessarily ideal flow. Streamline flow not necessarily ideal flow. Okay, then what is ideal flow? We'll see later. Okay, next point. Streamline flow not necessarily incompressible flow. Incompressible. Incompressible means it should not be compressed. That is incompressible. So a streamline flow not necessarily ideal flow, not necessarily incompressible flow. Okay. So this is about important points regarding streamline flow. Okay. Then opposite to streamline flow, we can see now turbulent flow. Turbulent flow. Okay. The second important property you can see turbulent flow. Turbulent flow. So the fluid was said to be unsteady. In streamline, what I said, steady. Now we can say unsteady, disorderly, or turbulent. Then we can say it is a turbulent. The fluid flow is said to be unsteady or disorderly. Okay. Then it is said to be turbulent. And actually, every particle in the fluid flow does not follow one thing. Suppose previously I said all the particles should flow in the same path. But now, suppose the fluid flow like this, it may 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 flow like this. So that means at a given point, the paths will be different. The paths will be different. Okay. And the velocity also at a given point will not be same. Velocity not same at a given point, and it does not follow the same path. Not follow same path. Are you clear this? Then the type of flow we can call it as a turbulent flow. Okay. Are you clear this point? Turbulent flow means the fluid flow is unsteady and the velocity of the fluid particle at a given point is not same, and the fluid particles does not follow the same path. The fluid particles does not follow the same path compared to the previous particle. Then we can say it is a turbulent flow. So what is the example for turbulent flow? Example for turbulent flow is that suppose you can see a heavy water is coming in the time of floods. Water is flowing through the river. You can see there is a circles will come. They will make like a whirlpools. Okay, the fluid flow will make whirlpools. They will make up and down movements. Okay, so that is about turbulent flow. Are you clear this point? Or else we can say, if you are not actually smokers, suppose if you can observe the smoke fluid, if you go after traveling certain distance, it will take the circles. Okay, I can't say have you observed any time, but that is possible. Smoke particles will show the turbulent flow. Okay, or else we can say moving cars or moving aeroplanes. While moving car or aeroplane, besides that aeroplane or car, you can observe the air will take different directions of path. That is the turbulence flow. That is also a turbulent flow. Are you clear these examples for the turbulent flow? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, there is important point here for a streamline flow and turbulent flow. Streamline flow is, note point this, streamline flow is characterized by viscosity. Streamline flow is characterized by viscosity. Streamline flow is characterized by viscosity. That means it depends on the viscosity of the fluid. What is viscosity? I will discuss later. Okay, because that is a separate concept. Next, turbulent flow. Turbulent flow will be characterized by density of the fluid. Turbulent flow is characterized by density of fluid. Okay, so that is about important. So when the streamline flow will become turbulent flow? Next point is when the streamline flow will become turbulent flow means if the velocity of streamline flow, is greater than critical velocity, is greater than certain critical velocity, is greater than critical velocity of fluid. What is critical velocity? I will define later. The velocity of fluid is greater than critical velocity, certain critical velocity value, then streamline will become turbulent flow. Then streamline flow becomes turbulent flow. Are you clear this? If the velocity of streamline flow is greater than certain critical velocity, then the streamline flow becomes turbulent flow. Streamline flow will become turbulent flow. Are you clear this, all of you? Yes. Now we will define what is critical velocity. Critical velocity of fluid flow. This topic is that critical velocity. Critical velocity of fluid flow. What is critical velocity? The minimum velocity of fluid flow, such that which changes from streamline to turbulent, such that it changes from streamline to turbulent. Then it is called critical velocity. Are you clear this point? What is critical velocity of fluid flow? The minimum velocity of fluid flow such that the fluid changes from streamline to turbulent. Then it is called its critical velocity. Okay, right. Now it is defined with the symbol V suffix C. Critical Vc. Okay, then it depends on what factors. Point number 1, critical velocity of fluid flow depends on Vc proportional to viscosity, coefficient of viscosity. Eta is called coefficient of viscosity. Critical velocity of fluid flow, Vc proportional to coefficient of viscosity, and Vc second inversely proportional to density of fluid, directly proportional to coefficient of viscosity, inversely proportional to density rho. You can take rho is the density because d you can take diameter. So Vc inversely proportional to density rho, density of the fluid, Similarly, Vc is inversely proportional to d diameter. diameter of fluid, or you can say diameter of tube. Diameter of tube where it is flowing. So the critical velocity of fluid flow is directly proportional to viscosity, coefficient of viscosity of fluid flow. What is coefficient of viscosity? Clearly you'll see in the next topic what is viscosity in that. So you can keep in mind eta is the coefficient of viscosity. So the minimum velocity in which the fluid flow changes from streamline to turbulent is called critical velocity. It is directly proportional to eta, coefficient of viscosity, inversely proportional to density of fluid. We know density means, and is inversely proportional to diameter of the tube. Okay, then we can write Vc proportional to eta by rho d. Vc proportional to eta by rho d. That implies Vc is equal to R into eta by rho d. Then Vc is equal to R into eta by rho d, where R is called proportionality constant, which is named as Reynolds number. Reynolds number. R is called a proportionality constant, which is called as Reynolds number. You know Reynolds pen? Do you know the Reynolds pen? Reynolds company. Yes or no? Reynolds. Reynolds. Yeah. That Reynolds company. Actually, Reynolds is the name of the scientist. After that, scientist will become name as a brand. Okay, the person name. So Reynolds. So Reynolds. Reynolds number. What is this Reynolds number? This Reynolds number decides the velocity of the fluid, whether it is a streamline, whether it is a turbulent. Okay, so it is a proportionality constant R, which is only pure constant. There is no units dimensions, and based on this number value, the type of fluid we can decide. Suppose here I am writing left side. If R value Reynolds number less than 2000, it's a pure number. Reynolds number is a pure number. If R value less than 2000, then the flow is a streamline. The flow is streamline. Flow is a streamline. Keep in mind. Between 0 to 2000. 0 to 2000, the flow is said to be streamline. If R is greater than 3000, R is greater than 3000, then the flow is turbulent. Flow is turbulent. And the flow is turbulent. Then in between 2000 to 3000, then the flow is switching between streamline to turbulent. Okay, so here R value is the Reynolds number, proportionality constant, that decides the fluid flow characterization. If R is less than 2000 number, then it is a streamline flow, and R is greater than 3000, this is a turbulent flow. In between 2000 to 3000, it is the fluid is switching between streamline to turbulent. Okay, based on this Reynolds number value only, the ink what you are using, that decides that should be streamline. The ink what we are using now, that should be streamline. Then only our writings are very nice. If it is turbulent, it is changes. Okay, so based on this characteristic only, Reynolds given a brand, Reynolds pens. Okay, right, very good. So this is about understanding about critical velocity. The minimum velocity with which a fluid flow can changes from streamline to turbulent is called the critical velocity. It is directly proportional to coefficient of viscosity, inversely proportional to density and the diameter of the tube. Then Vc is equal to R eta by rho d, where R is called a constant which is named as a Reynolds number. Okay, this number value decides whether given flow is a streamline or turbulent. Okay, so this is about understanding about critical velocity and a Reynolds number. So almost time up, less than 1 minute. So today we discussed about what is fluid flow in fluid dynamics, and what is streamline flow and tubular flow, what are the characteristics of streamline flow, and then we discussed about the critical velocity. Okay, in that the characterization of Reynolds number. Okay, so thank you one and all. I hope all of you understood up to this. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.